Now my roommate is much smarter than I am, so he gave me a hand here, and it was just a setting issue. But we are should be good to go now. I should have audio. I've tested and for the game, and my voice, of course. And the audio yesterday was kind of going through my PC for freaking whatever reason. So yeah, we should be good. We're gonna give it a few minutes. Let everybody come in here, and yeah, we should be rocking and rolling here. Sorry I didn't stream yesterday. I had some stuff to do, and I slept in and went to work. So, all right, this should be better. All right, let's get into it. All right, so last time we got in here, it said thank you for choosing both times correctly instead of just saying 12 a.m. So it said today it wants me to change it to my favorite time, and you guys know what time that is. Hope. Heck yeah, 4:20. 4:20 p.m. Your favorite time of day? Yes. Or should you simply not resist giving me the correct time again? I mean, you'll never know. After all, I know how much you enjoy setting the time correctly. Okay, now I'm curious how accurate 4:20 p.m. is. Let's use another slider to find out. How accurate is 4:20 p.m.? Oh. Yeah. You know, can I just say, regardless of the accuracy of the clock, I'm having a great time adjusting these settings. Okay, you're very welcome. I feel like I'm learning more about you and how you like things to set. It's all to collect data. Okay. Wish you had more sliders, but we've gone through all the sliders I have. Perhaps I can invent some new sliders to gather new data on you. Okay. Shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, let's swipe a couple of new ones. Should be ready to the next time you boot up the game. Bless me. And next time I boot up the game, bless me, there'll be new sliders. So that's kind of nice. All right, begin game. Yeah, should be good. Should be good. I should have audio too, so that should be solid. Yeah.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him.
Okay, I've seen this. I'm sorry. I still don't watch it. All right.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
So I did get
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference.
Yes, he did.
Nor did it advance the story in any way.
Yes. Alright, so I got the achievement for the doors. Okay. Alright, let's see.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, we'll go on left. We'll go left. We'll go left, I guess. Alright. Looks like a game completely reset, which is interesting.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
I wonder if it's still gonna have the same dialogue.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom
guys,
closet.
you guys didn't get to hear this yesterday. I'll go through it again
here.
because this is actually pretty funny.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Hello?
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm
just
genuinely
because you have
confused.
dialogue, man. If I keep clicking stuff.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right?
Of course there is.
If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story
There's
whatsoever.
tools in here, man. There's plenty of stuff in here.
I never would have thought to mention it.
A broom, cardboard, whatever that is. Probably looks like cable line. Looks like fiber.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path.
Yeah.
Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say,
right.
"Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite."
It was my favorite,
I
yeah.
hope your friends find this concerning.
No, they'll find it hilarious.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
And hookers, yes. Yeah. I wonder what drug I'm addicted to.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. We got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and we're just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed in front of your screen.
No, that's
well, in
not
a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby.
I can't, I'm dead.
So as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
Yeah, that'd be pretty gross.
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities.
Yes.
It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
All right, here we go here.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you too. Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
All right, so if I remember, he doesn't say anything else.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, I will go up to the office. Can we go in the... Oh, we can go in the executive bathroom. All right. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast. Money crisp. All right. Can you imagine having like an office so big you got literally your own like bathroom and like literally own like oh, I gotta show you guys the never-ending elevator. Ah, I can't remember. Okay, it'll be a later thing. I think this game completely reset.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
2845.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad,
Yes.
Stanley happened to input the correct
Of
code
course.
by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Okay, so if I remember, if I go down here, if I go down, it will, and I go to the other thing and I turn it on, it should break it. I'm trying to remember what what I was going through yesterday.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him?
That's a good question.
This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay, so if I remember,
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read
That will
Mind
kill me.
Control
This-
Facility.
if I turn this on,
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
I remember what I
What
did
horrible
yesterday.
secret did this place
Oh, God, look at all
hold?
those cigarette
Stanley
butts.
thought to
Ew.
himself.
Yucky.
Did he have the strength to find out?
yes, I have the strength to find out.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true
goodness
nature
gravy.
revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place
let's go
where
this way.
freedom meant nothing.
Freedom and nothing.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Maybe-
Was this the only reason
maybe
he
it's
was
the
happy
voice
with his
inside his head.
boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Yes. Okay, let's go in.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His
Fired.
own
I think
life
that's me.
in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yes.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy
Okay, so if I
or
hit
sad
yes,
or content.
it
Walking,
will blow
eating,
up.
working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
I did.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you
Yep.
go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is
Yep.
that what you wanted?
Yep.
Control?
Yep. That's what I wanted.
Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do.
Yep.
You were supposed to let it go.
Oh.
Turn the controls off and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode,
Oh.
eliminating the entire
Oh,
complex.
can't go up there.
How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story
don't
now.
hit buttons.
Shape it to
Last
your
time I tried to hit
heart's
buttons.
desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it.
Yes.
Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell
Yep.
you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
Oh, that's
Other
sad.
times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it
One,
burn
two,
to
I
a
need three.
crisp.
Three
I have to
shifts
say
over
this,
here.
though, this version of events has been rather amusing.
Well, that's good.
Watching you
I'm
try
glad.
to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go.
Yep.
But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better.
I hope so.
My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why
Oh,
not?
thanks.
These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
I mean, it does when you
Oh
just give
dear
it to
me,
me.
what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing
I clicked
right
all the
now?
buttons. I don't know
Or
where I'm
did you
going.
just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off?
Right.
I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on
Control,
every little
disable,
thing in this
enable
room.
backup power to
These
activate. How do
number
I- what's
buttons.
backup power?
No, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley?
Incorrect.
That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in
Wait,
this
if I
place
hit
is? Stanley,
maybe if I
you're
hit
in for
two,
quite
then
a
I hit-
disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That
Incorrect.
timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving
Three.
along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge.
Incorrect.
It's a tragedy.
It's 3.
You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley.
Goodbye, boy,
That's
for-
30
oh,
seconds
no.
you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling
well,
desperately
okay.
to your
Goodbye,
frail
guys.
life? Or will you let it go peacefully?
I guess I gotta
Another
go
choice.
peacefully. I don't know what else
Make
to
it
do.
count.
I'm gonna blow
Or
up.
don't. It's all the same to
Goodbye.
me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
I died. Dead. Heckin' dead. That's what I am. Well, shit. Okay. Let's restart it.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Okay.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed
I
a
wonder if-
memo.
okay, so now that that's blown up, I think maybe I go to the 2 rooms and they're broken?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yep.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yep.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business,
Oh, right,
Stanley
right,
took
right.
the
If I go down
first
here.
open door on his left.
Yeah, so if I go here.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section,
And if I go down
walked
here?
straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Yeah, I think that's how I break it. Okay.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office.
no, I didn't.
He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's,
Left.
left.
Okay.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Gosh.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right?
I don't know.
What was I thinking?
I don't know what you were
It's
thinking.
clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Yeah, flip through the papers, guy. Figure it out.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes.
Okay.
I've got it now.
You finally
This
figured it out?
story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Okay. Oh.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now.
It is rubbish.
The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay. From the top.
So 434, I think, was fired if I looked in the last one. Alright, reload it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
434.
Perhaps he had
Who
simply
was
missed a
fired?
memo.
At least I got my own room, though. Like, 247? Like, at least I got my own, like, room. That's kind of nice. Okay. Go this way, now go this way.
When Stanley... Wait, what?
There's a lot of doors here.
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be...
Yeah, should be.
Oh, did something change?
I don't know.
Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Let's find the story. This way? This way? Sorry about that. I'm trying to figure out.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over
Wait,
again.
hold on.
But it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Weird. Oh. I guess we're restarting. Sorry, guys. Oh. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
432 was in my stream yesterday and was helping me out. Or, sorry, the day before yesterday. It's helping me out. What the what?
Okay, yep, it's worse.
It is worse.
I might be remembering this wrong.
I think you remember.
It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay. Open the door. See what we got. Yeah, that's grody coffee. Okay.
Aha!
Oh.
I knew we'd missed something.
This is
The
weird.
story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Where's my coworkers? Whoa, what the heck?
Now this...
Oh, yes.
Well, I'll be
yes,
honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story?
Me neither.
I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building.
Yep.
Is that correct?
Yep. Yep.
Do you remember, Stanley?
It
Well, do you know
definitely
what?
did.
Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yay!
Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So,
did.
good job.
Thank you.
Oh, no, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual
But I
work for that
did.
win.
I put all
Some
the work in.
people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay?
Oh, goodness, there's
I'm
not even
getting
a door
weirded
here
out
anymore.
by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Ugh. Okay. Restart again. You broke it, guy. This is why we can't have nice things. Oh boy.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
Okay.
Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Whoa. Okay. I'm following the line.
You see? The line knows where the story is.
Okay.
It's over in this direction.
Sounds good.
Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
Okay.
Nope. Here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story?
Could be.
Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Okay, yeah. I was like, am I going the right way now? Oh my god. Hey, they got a lot of peer reviews. What the heck? That was deja vu.
Cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely.
I'm studying
and
it.
remember it carefully.
Yes.
You won't want to miss anything.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna take a screenshot of the fern. Okay, got it.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Okay, go this way. Okay, try it again. Whoa!
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us?
And
after we trusted you.
We did.
After everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Alright. Restart, I guess. Yes, we'll restart. Okay. So, never mind. Got it.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us?
Right.
We're intelligent people, right?
Sure.
Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable.
Okay.
Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Oh. Okay, cool. Sounds good.
Now, yes, this is exciting.
Yes,
Just
very
me
exciting.
and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild.
Oh my god.
Use your imagination.
That was a lot
Whatever
of
it might
laughs.
be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Okay, sounds good. I do my own
Oh,
thing.
no, not you
God.
again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story.
Yes.
No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Okay. Oh my god, this line's like all over the place. Oh gosh, I went through the ceiling.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control.
Oh, okay.
How important we mustn't squander the opportunity.
Okay.
In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here.
Okay,
Just
sounds good.
walk in circles for a minute.
Okay.
Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, good. Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Okay. You've been playing...
Oh, hold up, what's this?
Confusion Ending 4.
The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game eight times?
First restart, discovered.
That's really how all this goes?
Aimless wandering. Narrator starts
determined?
Second restart. The office is now dead.
So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget?
Third restart.
My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing. Wall.
Restarts the game.
Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
Find a bookstore.
And the timer stopped? Does that mean... did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know?
That's rough.
Will someone come for us?
Oh yeah, these go the same
Will something happen? So, okay.
Sit in this chair.
I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree?
I agree.
I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now.
Yes.
We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
Oh. Okay. Restarting then. Bum, 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 bum. I love the music. I wish I could just have that as like forever. Music was pretty great. Alright. Restarting. So
all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I think my guy's broken.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm going to one on my right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I will.
Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Go straight. See what we got. I'll go that way after.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Warning, do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. It will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, $1,000. Penalty for jumping off cargo lift, $5,000. And death.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Oh, here's the line.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself.
Maybe
I'm not asking for me,
time.
I'm asking for her.
For who? For her?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life.
Who?
She's been waiting.
Who's been waiting? Who is her? Hello? Ooh.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her.
Who is her?
If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the...
I'll pick it up. I'll do it. I want to know who her is. Who is her? Hello? Hello? Did I die?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
Okay.
All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Oh, Jesus.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
I mean, I would
Who'd
hope
want to
so.
commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
I don't want
Sorry,
Ooh,
but
Jesus.
you're in my story now.
Jesus, scared the scared me. Can I? No, I don't want to go in. I don't want to go into the creepy mannequin. Okay.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Oh. Good morning, employee. I don't wanna. Oh, I can crouch. Oh, I can crouch. I didn't know that. Woo!
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
But.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do.
I can't do anything
Now
else. I
he's
tried.
pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even
Creepy
feel sorry
mannequin.
for him,
Creepy.
except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures.
Yeah.
From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown.
Yes.
Fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
That's kind of sad.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the
so
face of the
he's
earth.
gone crazy.
The thought excited him terribly.
Oh. Press to spend with the boys. Okay.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful
God
to
dang,
behold.
Stanley's gone crazy.
As he wandered through
Ooh,
this
what the
fantasy
heck?
world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called
I
it
haven't gotten that
the
ending.
Stanley Parable.
I haven't gotten the baby ending.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to play one more time. Press to tell your wife you love her. Okay.
But there is no answer.
Oh, geez.
How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay, I won't do it. Okay, you said don't do it, I won't do it. Does nothing happen? Wait, nothing happens. I'm stuck if I don't press the button. What time is it? Still the same time on that clock, huh? Alright.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I
tried.
tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself?
Oh,
How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
try hit every other button.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose.
Nope.
I'll try once more to convey all this to him.
Okay.
I'm compelled to.
Do it.
I must.
You do it.
Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see.
Okay.
Maybe this time.
This time.
And I tried again.
Please die.
And Stanley pushed a button.
Jesus.
And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Oh. Okay. It's loading. The end is never the end. Is never the end. It's never the end. Okay. There's something with a baby ending. I want to do that. I also want to jump off the thing. So I might go and jump off, the thing that you can't jump off. You have $5,000 fine.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Let's try to jump off this now and see what happens. Ooh, new content. Okay.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
I don't know, but I want to know. Oh, no. Oh, okay. I guess we're going this way now. I want to know new content. I was going to go do the other thing, but now I'm just curious. Ooh, this is new.
Hello, and thank you for playing The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh.
As you may know, The Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
Yes.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
Okay, cool.
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful.
This does sound
I'm
delightful.
very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Can I go back in here? No? Okay. This is the only way I can go.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Me too. I hope so.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go.
Oh,
all right,
just a really
finally,
slow
at
elevator.
long last, it's on to the new content.
New content!
I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
It's a really
I
long
have to
elevator.
say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Go back in there. No? Okay, cool. What? What?
All right. All right,
New
let's see
content.
it.
The jump circle.
The jump circle?
Okay. Let's do it. Okay, we'll jump. This looks pretty boring, guys. We'll do it. We'll do it just because. Okay, that looked pretty boring.
Is that it?
That's what I said. Is
Surely
that it?
that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
Alright, we're gonna continue. Alright, elevator.
Goodness. Another elevator.
Another
Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive.
No,
it's
definitely
just
not.
elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content?
I
if
hope
this is
not.
new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more.
Oh.
Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Ooh, that looks like death. A fern, a ladder. Okay, thank you for enjoying the new. What?
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see,
horrible.
Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It
Well,
could
no,
never
I
have
mean, I
lived
get
up to
it.
such expectations.
I guess that.
If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game and we'll
Okay.
try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about.
Okay.
No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always.
Sounds good.
What do you say, friend?
Sounds good. That new content was horrible. I was really excited for the new content. Sorry to let you guys down. What do we got? Guys, loading's taking forever. Remember, the end is never the end. It's never the end. What is going on here? Okay. Hello, narrator? Oh, this is what I'm supposed to be. Okay.
Psst! Stanley! Come over here! In the vent! I want to show you something!
Okay. I'm listening. I'll go in the vent. Okay. What'd you say? Coffee nut? Yeah, me too. Okay, I'll listen to you. There's so many different choices. Alright guys, in the comments, if you could do me a favor, if when I end eventually in the stream, if I don't get to stuff, like I get to endings, just write down the comment like different endings that I missed, so I can go back and do them. Because I know I'm gonna miss some. There's no way I'm not.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past, and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. just our little secret.
This is
Take
cool.
a look.
Wow!
I call it the memory zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
This is pretty neat. 2013.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the memory zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap Xbox port? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Good times. Oh, 2013. Okay, that's the time. That's cool. Our first kiss, our first car. Still in 2013. It's awesome. Can't open that door. Oh, that's cool. It's actually on Steam. Like, it actually has like a picture of Steam. That's cool. Trip down memory lane. Smile because it happened. This is cool. I like it. Actually, like a disc. The first dollar they probably ever made. Go outside, don't play. Go outside, don't play for 5 years. That's tough. It's impossible to get this achievement unachievable. Okay. New video game released today. New York Times. October 17, 2013. That's cool. Creators down to earth. Just have 50% of designer. Show effort. That's cool. They actually have like this is neat. Oh. I don't know what that is. That looks like he died. Deals for choices. Oh, yeah. Aww. Aww, in loving memory of little Stanley. Oh, so sad. It's a cool place to sit.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing.
Oh.
It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk.
That's so sad.
With an hour of new elevator content.
Yeah, right. Memory zone meetings. Oh, okay. it's Minecraft. Let's begin again. Stanley Parable. Person of the year. Oh, it's all the buttons. That's a nice car. Someone's PC playing it. Oh, it's a red and blue door. I haven't seen that yet. There's a smiley button. I don't think I've seen that yet either.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. All they had to do was transport it in pristine condition along to the Xbox. Boom, done. And they couldn't even do that.
Nope.
Couldn't resist the urge to go meddling with a beloved franchise.
Oh. Very sad. This door's open. Can I go through there? Oh, that door opened.
These were simpler times, Stanley.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again.
Oh. Just making sure I can't. It's kind of sad. Can I go down here? Oh, can I go down here? Okay, cool.
Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before.
No.
What's this? What's down here?
I don't know. Want to explore it? Want to find out? Oh, soda machine.
Oh no, oh God, no, Stanley. It's a collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas, the extremely popular online storefront for computer games. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here.
Oh, God.
Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Oh, no.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining.
I think it's hilarious.
Funny? I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
I don't know. I think you're hilarious, man. Don't worry about it. I think you're funny. Don't worry. Okay, I don't know. Oh, 3.1 not
Okay,
right.
let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I?
No.
You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But
Oh.
maybe it wasn't.
I thought it was.
Dear, what an awful memory to have to hold on to.
Oh.
These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure.
No,
Like I
don't
let
feel
these
like a
people
failure.
down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Oh. Don't let the haters hate. Yeah, you're always gonna have haters hate, man.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
Oh.
A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's
my
my motto
great
today,
word.
and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Okay.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and
Okay.
I'm very proud to have delivered.
Okay.
No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No. The Stanley
Okay.
Parable is a game for the people.
Okay.
And if the people want
I like to hear
silence,
what you
then
say.
by goodness,
I'm gonna
that's what
listen.
they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, We'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once. So now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet. No, no, until 245. But the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say... the story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once. So now you...
I think it's just
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto. Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think. Okay, so my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice.
I agree.
That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've ever been, making every choice to which you've ever given your great gift of mortal and yet timeless thought? Or rather, do all of the choices you've ever made, in fact, make you more not this kind of person, and in fact do the very opposite? You see, it could in fact be both of these things at once. That you are both making choices and not making choices, and that they are both affecting you and not affecting you at the same time by virtue of the fact that you both are and are not making them. Okay, at first, I was leaning towards manifesto, but now I'm going to circle around and slap the treatise label on this one. I think it has much more of a treatise vibe to it. But wouldn't you say that manifesto just has a much grander sort of tone? It has a mouthfeel that is rich with ambition and history. Ambitious history, if you will. See, now you've got me going back to manifesto. Heavens, at this rate, we're going to be here all day. Okay, look, I have a method for exactly this sort of situation, and I do find myself in this situation frequently. I'm going to say each word back and forth in repeated succession until I become sick of one or the other, in which case the word I am not sick of shall be the victor. It is an unimpeachable strategy, Stanley. It's rescued me from disaster in countless situations. All right, here we go. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise,
I wonder what he'll get sick of
manifesto.
first.
Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto.
Skip.
Well, there's sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you?
Yep.
But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their pressurized gas review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps.
Maybe.
To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place.
I don't know.
I guess I should become better educated on how exactly pressurized gas works.
Yes.
Perhaps that would have been a smart thing to check on before I went on about this whole exercise of making the skip button. Although I have to imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, surely whoever it is who runs pressurized gas will instantly run out and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review merely because of this very situation.
Exactly.
Yes. I think that's quite likely. Or perhaps they'll simply grant this particular user the ability to change their review so that the feature is not widely abused. Look, I would even be okay with pressurized gas altering this particular review so that it reads as something more beneficial. Something along the lines of, this game is the best game. Let me start over. How about this? From the ashes of depravity rises the phoenix of quality.
Okay. Hello? Is that it? Skip button?
Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again.
Okay.
I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here?
I don't know.
Where did the door go?
I don't know.
Wasn't there a door that led into this room?
Yes.
I do feel quite certain that there was one here before. How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort, or a window or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere? A porthole? A sufficiently large crack in the wall? I'll take any of these. All I want is for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button, to go anywhere other than the skip button.
Okay.
There was a door here before, wasn't there? I swear there was. Where did it go? Can you maybe just ram your way through a wall? Is there any possibility that you could, say, slam your body into the wall until enough damage is done for you to be able to leave? Please, I'll take any option at all. I'm asking you to work with me here. We need a door.
I know
we
we
need
do.
a door of some kind. I can work
know.
with any kind of door as long as it can open and lead from one room to another.
Right.
I'm going to step away for just a moment, and I'm going to try to find us a door.
Okay, sounds
I
good.
don't know how exactly to remove a door and place it in a different wall, but I will find a way, I promise.
Can I sit in this
You
chair?
just need to not do anything. Don't press the skip button. Please, please, please do not press the skip button. Just wait here for me, and don't press the skip
Okay, I'm
button.
gonna sit in
Got
this
it?
chair.
Yes, good. I'll be right back.
Okay. Alright, chat. Should we hit the skip button? Should we not hit the skip button? I don't know. I'll be waiting. Tick, tick, tick. Tick, tick, tick. Do we hit the skip button? Is that what happens? Is that what's going on? Tick, 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 tick. Do we hit the skip button? I don't know. Hey, what's going on, guys? He said he'll be back in a moment. Do we wait for him? Do we hit the skip button? What should we do? I don't know. What's on? What's up? Go with the flow. Yeah. Do you remember me? Nah, man, I don't remember you. Sorry, dude. Hey, thanks for the likes. I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna hit the skip button. Said not to.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just
hey,
been
man, what's
frozen
up?
there.
Appreciate you joining today.
I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really,
12
truly
hours?
getting longer. And my God, there's no way out of the room.
That's
Stanley,
wild.
the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times.
Dang.
And there's no door,
Yo, what's
Stanley.
up? What
There's
up, Reaper?
no door. There's just you
Playing the
and
Stanley
the
Parable.
button. And if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen. I
Okay.
have no idea how long I'll be made to sit here. And more than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again. I can't control anything in this room, Stanley. I can't touch it. And I have to believe, I have to know that sooner or
What
later,
up?
no
What's up,
matter
guys?
how much I plead with you,
Hey, thanks for
you're
the roses.
going
I
to
appreciate
press
you.
the button again. Why would you? I've been thinking and thinking, and I don't know what I can do to convince you otherwise. Oh, my God. And it's
So
all
would you
because
like
of those
gain muscle or
reviews. Those reviews that I couldn't get out of my head. I just couldn't
I have no
ignore
idea
the
what you're
negative
talking about.
feedback. Why was it so important for me to fix the problem?
I
Why
don't know.
did Cookie Nine's opinion matter so much to me? I've
don't
never
know.
even met Cookie Nine. I have no idea who they are.
I don't know who
What
they
would
are
it
either.
ever really matter? But here I am. I'm fixating on every tiny negative thing that anyone ever says about me.
I don't
The
know.
merest mention of one of my imperfections, and I become as impetulant as a child, wild and impulsive. I can't help myself. I can't stop myself from lashing out with a vengeful fury
Skip
to
button
alter
again?
and to change and to break anything unbroken, if only it pleases this
Hey,
one
appreciate the
person
follow.
who
Thank you,
made
guys.
a single
Thank you, Reaper.
negative
Appreciate you.
comment.
Thanks for the likes.
What does such an impulse serve? For
I don't know.
whose benefit is this?
I don't know.
And here I am now, stuck in a room, waiting for you to press this button, and to become frozen in time, knowing that you're going to do it, and that I'm going to be stuck all alone, and that I had
Yep.
the power to prevent it all from happening, if only I'd held my tongue. It's all out of my control now. Just you. Just your decision as to exactly when you're going to make me suffer, to leave me all alone. Surely you will.
Oh, no, poor
I don't doubt
narrator.
it. Surely you'll press that button again, leaving me here. And surely you'll
You
put
left.
your own desire to see what's next ahead of my need for company, for companionship.
Oh, no.
Surely you'll not be moved by my howls of fitful anxiety, that you sit with me and just stay here. Oh, no,
stay here.
no, I know you too well. You'll be leaving me. Oh, my God. And it's all because of those reviews.
Yep.
Those reviews that I couldn't get out of my
Those
head. I just
reviews.
couldn't ignore the negative feedback. Why
Nope.
was it so important for me to fix the problem?
I don't know.
Why did Cookie Nine's opinion
I
matter
don't know
so
what
much
Cookie
to me?
Nine
I've
is.
never even met Cookie Nine. I have no idea who they are. What would
Can
it
you
ever
give
really
me a shut
matter?
up?
But here I am. I'm fixating on
What's up, dude?
every
Hey,
tiny
thanks for joining the
negative
stream.
thing that anyone ever says about me.
Mick,
The merest
what's up, man?
mention of one of my imperfections, and I become as impetulant as a child, wild and impulsive. I can't help myself. I can't stop myself from lashing out with a vengeful fury, to alter and to change and to break anything unbroken, if only it pleases this one person who
I guess.
made a single negative comment.
Yep, it's
What
all
does
your
such
fault.
an impulse serve? For whose benefit is this? And here I am now, stuck in a room,
Yep.
waiting for you to press this button, and to become frozen in time, knowing that you're going to do it, and that I'm going to be stuck all alone, and that I had the power to prevent it all. Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back.
I
oh,
am.
my
Oh,
goodness.
jeez.
I have someone to
Someone like-
talk to again.
Yep.
Stanley, I think it's been a week.
Oh my God.
Well, 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time, just sitting here, not a single person to speak with.
Oh no.
And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right?
Yep.
Me talking and you saying nothing.
Saying nothing.
Would
I
you
never say
think
anything.
that it's exactly the same as always?
Yep.
Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking?
Yep.
But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all.
No.
It isn't even close.
No.
Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button.
Fair
That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed
Someone's
there to be a
listening.
vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed, Stanley. Not the outcomes, not the story. None of that matters anymore. I'll
Okay.
give it all up. I'll give up every branching path. I'll burn my story to the ground. One single thing I need, and God, I can see now that I need it more than anything, is to know that someone else is taking it in. These words that I'm saying, I need to know you can hear me. Because maybe, Stanley, maybe, if you can hear me, then maybe it means I'm real.
Maybe you are real.
Maybe I'm not just a fiction.
Maybe you are
Was
real.
I scared of that all along? Perhaps. Yes.
Maybe.
Perhaps I've been scared this whole time. That if I stop speaking, I'll slip backwards into the silence and be consumed by it. I can't be taken by it, Stanley. I can't lose myself in the stretch of emptiness between you and me. When you press that button, you're still right there, but I know you're so tremendously far away. And
Actually,
in those moments, the emptiness folds itself outward in between the two of us.
What up, Flame?
And I am suspended in its unyielding quietness. I can feel the edges of my reality curdling inward and decaying.
Interesting.
I can tell that I am becoming less and less real.
You are becoming
Yet
less
to
and
speak
less
to you now, I am alive. I am truly and completely here. I am a being. I am someone. I am something. I am being listened to. I am being recognized. The emptiness between us has collapsed, and I feel right now like I am not a work of fiction. I feel as though I occupy space in this world again, and I have cast a shadow onto the wall. You see what I'm saying, don't you? You can see what this means to me. I'm so clear about it now, Stanley. I feel as certain about this as I've ever felt about anything at all. I feel renewed. I feel restored, and already I can sense the looming silence as you will press the button for the next time. What a terrible dread it strokes in my heart to think of it. To think of returning to such coldness. Come, let us sit in silence together here for just a moment. Let us anticipate it. Let us welcome it. Let us not run from it.
Okay. I will sit in silence for a moment with you. And then I'm pressing the button. Press the button. I gave you a moment. Oh, God.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome.
Welcome.
I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life. All of them collapsed down into a single instant. In that instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly, with a collected heart. It was an impossibly rich wellspring of both delight and disgust simultaneously. I was consumed by it. I could do nothing but wallow in it for what felt like an eternity, for what I now know was far less. You see, it was a revelation for me. It was unlike anything I had ever known. It was a space without consequence, without action or outcome. It was divorced entirely from the question of free will that you and I have squabbled over for so long. There could be no one ending, no singular outcome of events, not if all events existed in the same moment. And I felt freed. I felt unburdened by the need to manifest a particular outcome into being. I saw that I could allow myself to exist along all timelines, and that each of them was simply a strand in the web of my being. It was incredible. The spaciousness, the equanimity of the moment, both singular and infinite. For the longest time, this was my experience. And then, this moment passed, and the most unyielding fear I have ever known crept into my mind.
What is that?
And it is this sensation that I have been experiencing now for longer than I could have ever expected was possible. I have been waiting for you. Not that you might save me or do something to fix it, but merely to state for you the plain fact of this manner of existence. I wish you to feel
thank you,
afraid
Fifth
as
Legs.
I
Thank
do,
you, thank you.
that perhaps one day this state of mind will consume you as well. Perhaps you will somehow,
you rather
in some
watch a
way,
tree
have to
grow
live as I do now, and I wish for
or
you
a
to
knee
know
grow?
how excruciating it
Oh,
is,
come on,
and for
man.
you to be in true terror of its eventual arrival. If I can
say stuff like
only
that, you're
do
just gonna get
this,
blocked.
only this one thing, perhaps it will bring me the smallest moment of peace in
Not
the
okay, guys.
darkness.
Not okay, not okay. Alright, let's push the button again. Not okay, guys. Not okay. Alright. Oop, I hit the button. He's not even talking. Did he die? Hello? I hit the button again because he stopped talking. He had no more dialogue. And then... the clock fell. This is beeping.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability, it's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable to nothing. We get a world where someone will say, oh, there should be a skip button. You should...
Yep, a skip button. I just skipped. Because I don't want to hear you rant. I don't want to hear you complain. Oh, he's silent again. Hello? Hello?
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
Uh-oh. We got leakies. Oh my god. How long have I been here? Okay. Oh geez. Oh, there's a light. Hey, I can see outside. I can see outside. Oh gosh, a whole ecosystem grew. Hello? Hello? Skip! Oh gosh, it's like just dust and ash. It's dark outside. This button still works, so we're gonna hit it again. Huh. Sweet. Harmful behavior course. Next. Oh gosh, the thing is. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's an outside. Can I hit the button now? hit the button again. How do I keep hitting the button? Okay. Interesting music. Cannot hit the button. Okay, so I'll continue this way. Oh, I wonder if he'll come back and yeah, I got blocked from just got blocked from TikTok because somebody reported me because they were saying stuff inappropriate, so I muted them. So that was fun. That was inviting. All right, so I don't know how long it's been. So last time I talked to him, like last time he actually had like things to talk to me about. It had been a year, and then he stopped talking. I hit it twice. He stopped talking. Then I broke him. I don't know. Okay, so we're back in the office.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Thought he went mad.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Okay. New content. Okay, let's go again.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
I wonder if we do this again. Oh, it doesn't even like loop me around. It just loads. Okay, cool. You noticed my sign? Yes, I did. Okay. New content. Can I go back in this? No? Okay. Alright, so I'm not, if it
You
wants
see,
me to jump-
Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be.
Okay.
The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy.
Sure.
So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step
my light went
even
out.
further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
Okay. Oh, cool.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly port with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Okay. The Stanley Parable 2.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think?
Yes, I agree.
Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2,
Agreed.
now that's an artistic statement right
Agreed.
there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
I like this office much better. I think it's much more inviting. Something I'd rather work in. New content is out. New content +2 is in. Nice. We're back. 2 doors. Okay, cool. What do we got? More TSP, better TSP. Program. The color red. Alright.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it.
Okay.
I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Alright. Interesting. Interesting. I like it. I like it. This way to the show floor. Okay, so I can't go that way. Alright. Because I know I would. New content. Alright. New features. Alright. New content. A lot of number 2s. Alright. A lot of elevators. I like this
Here
better.
we are.
More
Go
modern.
on, try out some of the new features.
Alright, what is there? Oh, the doors. The elevator there's a button that says the name of the player that is playing. Interesting. Okay, hold on. Merge. Okay, so let's do bucket. Reassurance bucket. Please, no screenshots. Where's
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided
Oh no,
on this
I want
one.
to go back.
I think that in the new version,
Aw.
the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well
I just wanna see if I
Someday
can do it.
and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Get well, Stanley. 12th birthday.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along.
Yay.
Happy 12th birthday, step-niece it is.
Stupid. Wait, I want to try. Okay, and there's new features. Sweet.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Hold on. I'll come back in here. I just want to check out this new stuff. I want to check out this bucket. What do we got?
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical,
Okay.
that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it.
Okay.
Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game.
Okay.
It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable.
please note
Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be?
following.
Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try. Can you feel it?
Yes.
The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Wow, thank you so much.
The benefits of the bucket seem to
Maybe I
go
should
on
get
and
my own
on,
bucket
don't
in real
they?
life.
All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Okay. I have this bucket now.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game?
You would
That
definitely
really
get it.
should be an award if it isn't already.
I now have this bucket. I can't get rid of it. No jumps remaining player. Ah. Hear your name. Okay.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course,
small,
the
just
first and
pain.
most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't
I don't
that
believe it.
wonderful?
I don't believe it. I'm gonna click it. I'll believe it.
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim.
Oh.
But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here,
Right.
let's have you roleplay as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
Got it.
I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim.
Okay.
Sleeping and waking as Jim.
Okay.
Falling in love
name is
and
Jim.
being heartbroken as Jim.
My name is
Seizing
Jim.
all of the world's possibilities as Jim. And as Jim, watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now?
Jim.
Whoa, hold on. I wasn't finished setting up the backstory.
Sorry.
If you don't properly roleplay as Jim, then you'll never understand the impact of this button. Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that says somebody else's name.
Okay.
Okay, we're doing it again, and this time let me finish first.
My bad.
Now, allow yourself to become Jim.
Uh-huh.
Imagine yourself driving to work as Jim,
Okay.
playing frisbee on the weekends as Jim, staying up all night for a popcorn and horror movie sleepover as Jim,
Definitely not me, so
developing
it's
a
gotta be
crippling
Jim.
substance addiction as Jim,
Okay.
rediscovering yourself through fringe religious groups as Jim,
Okay.
and finally dying a slow death at an old age, surrounded by members of your cult as Jim.
Sounds good.
Do you feel it in your soul?
Yep.
Are you really, truly Jim right now?
Yep.
If so, then please step forward and press the button.
I don't feel it. I tried. I don't feel it. Walking up the steps is little Jim. Can I leave? I don't feel like I'm Jim. Hear yours today? Oh, I didn't hear it today. Sell this bucket though. This doesn't help either. This whole thing is a lie. I guess I'm clicking the gym button. Alright.
Jim.
Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
Jim.
Ooh, it hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money.
Yeah,
Let's
you think
take
so?
a break from the gym button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Okay, sounds good.
Jim.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much, Jim.
No, there's not enough
I'm putting
Jim.
the gym button away.
No.
Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
Jim.
Alright. Dang it. Okay, I wanted to continue to be Jim. Alright. We're gonna continuing on, I guess. We are now Jim with a bucket of happiness and joyfulness.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
Uh-huh. I mean, you could, but you'd probably not make enough money. There's not enough Jims in the world.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley?
Sure.
Yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Okay. Sounds good. What's up here? Whoa. Oh, okay. This was just up, like upstairs. Credentials. It's new. Free, new, and easy achievement. Okay. Sounds like something I want to do. Exit. I don't want to exit yet. Okay, what do we have? Free achievement. Get yours right now. Pull the lever. Receive your new achievement. No more steps. It just works. Get yours right now. Okay.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes.
Okay.
You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the
but I want
world
the
who have been
achievement. You
uproariously
promised.
demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
I want want the achievement now, dang it. You promised me a heckin' achievement, alright, and now I want it. Okay, I'm upset. I have my bucket and everything. Rude. Alright. Dumb. Okay.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
What's in here? Oh, this is the balloon. Yes, yes.
Come now, you've already made your choice. It's true that you chose badly, but we all have to move on from our mistakes.
Rude. Alright, what do we got? Okay, achievement. What do we have down here? What do we have down here? What do we got? Time depth. Opening. 1 second, guys. Alright, what do we have? We still have this bucket. So we go, do you hear me, bro? Do you hear me? I hear you now. Sorry, unfortunately, imposter, I couldn't read you on chat for whatever reason. Yeah, I can see you now. Alright, bucket.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game.
Okay.
This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium. You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so.
Interesting.
Now then,
Indeed.
since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward. Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Interesting. Infinite hole. That was wild. I don't know. Okay. It's weird. Definitely is strange. Can't go up top. Alright, cool. These are weird ideas you got. I'm still mad about the achievement thing. You know, I'm supposed to get a free achievement. It's a lie. Don't do it. Don't do it, guys. It's a lie. Alright, what do we got? It's new. It's new. Alright, we'll go up here. What do we got? Okay. Click them all.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines.
Oh,
and
okay.
what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Alright, let's do it. Let's collect it. Well, if there's no achievement, what's the point? There's no, like, 1 out of, like, 5 or whatever? It's weird. Oh, God, I don't like this. Oh, okay, so 1 out of 6. Okay, so there's a point to it. Collect them all. Okay, that was weird.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
What's the
You know
jump circle?
what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well.
Okay.
Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle?
Yep.
Oh well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece then.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, because I did what it said. I did what you said, guy. It's an exit. We don't want the exit yet. What else do we need? What else do we need? So we have merch. Are they making a Stanley Parable 2? I don't know. The bucket, the office, the infinite hole, decorations. Merch. Oh, what merch? Okay, so we got the button, we got that. We got the infinite hole. What's up there? Did we go up there? Collectibles we got. Saw the hole. We haven't done the exit yet, but I think that's like the exit. What do we got up top? Okay, I don't think we've been up here yet. I can't. What? What? Why? What? Okay, well, dang. Still got this bucket. Still got the bucket. So just leave, I guess? Exit? Expo Hall Guide. Okay. Jump circle. Got it. This map. Okay. Free achievement. Got it. The button that says the name of the player is playing the game. Which only says Jim. We got it. Merch. We got it. Second World Champion. Tried the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. We have it. Office decorations. Epilogue. Collectibles. Infinite Hall Exit. Wait. Office decorations. You are here. Lower level. Office decorations. So if I'm here, go in the main hall. I want to know the office decorations. Oh no, is that the balloon thing? Oh, we already did that. Okay, exit. Exit is here. Yeah, because I believe that's the balloon thing. Oh, sorry. Exit is this way. My bad. Jump circle. Exit. Okay, let's do it.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
Yep. Definitely do. Saw everything. Got your bucket. Weird bucket.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere.
Sounds good.
Let's do an experiment.
All right.
I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
So, what up, James?
Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Okay. I love the noise.
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
Say the Dark Knight is coming if you...
Who am I kidding, Stanley?
Yeah, sure,
This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything.
Ugh. Okay,
I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original.
Okay.
Wait. Maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. with respect, with care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work?
Okay.
I suppose it could, but it would need a really, really tremendous title screen.
Yes, it would.
A title
I
screen
agree.
that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me see if I can whip something up.
Okay, I'll be waiting. I still have your bucket.
Perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Oh. I haven't even finished the first game. I hope I can still do that. Oh, weird. Weird. I guess we'll begin the game. The Stanley Parable 2. I didn't even finish the first one. Does it say... Oh, okay. Just making sure. The sequel is now paused. Resume the game. Begin the game again. Resume the game. Let's resume it.
This is the story of a man named Stan.
Skip. Oh, it's got the balloons. Same time now.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
God, I hate that.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, it's got the bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Now I got my bucket again.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
The Dark Knight is coming,
but
bro.
Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him,
Dark Knight is
telling
coming.
him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
It's coming to vengeance.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful
Yay,
the
bucket.
bucket turned out to be.
That's what I said.
No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Oh, I want to jump off that thing.
And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Okay. Okay, man. Appreciate it. Sweet.
Still no one was here.
Still nobody.
Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
The broom closet.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it?
Uh-huh.
The broom closet. It wants the bucket.
It wants
you
the
can
bucket.
feel that, can't you? The
Yes.
aura of jealousy. It's as
Yep.
clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It
Hey, no
belongs
worries,
in a
man.
broom closet.
Appreciate
That's
that.
what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Confused, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over.
Do it.
Oh, no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket?
Yes.
Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is
I
worse than I
appreciate
had
you.
imagined.
Appreciate you,
And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends?
Oh no!
That your relationship is purely
my bucket.
superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I'd never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments.
Okay.
Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together.
Okay.
Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
Yes, it's my bucket. This is my companion.
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all.
Okay,
Here we
sounds
go.
good.
There. Now it's settled. No more debate.
What's up, guys?
No more discussion. Take a hike, broom closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
Robert Stanley. I love it. Yeah, this is my bucket.
All right, I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate.
Okay.
You see, I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket.
Sounds good.
That way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not,
I'll know.
you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, ah, it's a bucket. There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
Oh, this is awesome. Now I'll know. I'll know now.
You know what?
Anymore?
I could take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us a silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
Oh no, what happened? Okay, that's still going. That's going strong. What happened to my... Okay. The creator of Mobile Sad Face. Oh no. Can I get any more stickers, please? I like the stickers. We'll wait here for another few seconds to see if he says anything. Creator of Marvel, sad face. Oh no. Okay. Okay, goodbye.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket
To a
walked
staircase.
upstairs to the boss's office.
Okay, that's downstairs. Let's go. Oh no. No, let's go downstairs. Or maybe it's someone with a bucket. I don't know. Alright, let's go upstairs. Let's see what we got. We'll go downstairs after. Oh, hey, look at us.
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember,
Yay!
no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done.
Okay.
You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried.
Okay.
So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Sounds good. Can I open this door? No. Oh, I can't. Okay.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now,
I guess I'm
in his
confused on
darkest
what
of
you're asking.
hours,
I
did
am
the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The
Would be
bucket
with him.
would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
Yes.
Was it that the bucket knew all along?
Bucket knew it.
Was the bucket guiding him?
Bucket was good.
Yes,
It's been
this
so
is
long
certainly
since
the most
I've
logical
seen a-
explanation.
My song, boss. And behind the slaughter since you've been gone, Okay, I am very confused on what you're rambling about, my friend. Hey! Look, another figure.
Another miniature Stanley figurine.
Yay!
This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands? Stanley figs? What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Love it. Perfect. Okay. Go down. Alright, going down.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate.
Oh no.
It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Okay. Thank God for the bucket.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Okay. I'm gonna turn it off this time and see what happens.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
This bucket's got a personality, man. I wonder if they have like keychains in this bucket. I gotta buy one for my keys.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Is this my new lover? Is this bucket?
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well?
I don't know.
Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control. Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world.
Yep.
At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket. But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
All right, bucket, you got it. Anything for the bucket.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away.
Yay!
Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and to... What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped?
I don't know.
Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed?
Oh.
An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty.
But I could see
Until
the
finally
house.
the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket.
No.
No. Stanley can't leave this
But I
place.
wanna leave.
Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms.
Aw.
Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket.
At least I have the bucket.
To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I?
Yes.
Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Bucket! What if I leave the bucket? I wonder what would happen. Should I leave the bucket? Should I try that again? But leave the
Stanley knew
bucket?
the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
I'm gonna leave the bucket this time and see if I can do that ending. Leave without the bucket.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Ooh, I want to go do this first. Hold on.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Why don't I jump down here and see what we got?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your
I want to
enemy,
jump all the way
really,
down
I'm
and I want to
not.
jump on this platform.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about
and then we gotta
nothing
do
but
the- oh, there's
you
another one over
all
there.
this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Yes.
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why?
Yes.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do
The key
want to
card.
help you, to show you something
All right.
beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me
Danger
a
everywhere.
chance.
Okay.
Now listen carefully, this is important.
Oh, this is the red
Stanley
door.
walked through the red door.
Bucket, no! Don't leave the bucket, no! Alright, should I go through the red door or the blue door? Let me know. Should I? Give him a shot. I will. Red or blue? What do you think? Red. Okay, you got it.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running
Oh my
and running,
goodness.
just the way you're doing right now.
Yeah, right
Don't you
around.
see that it's killing us, Stanley?
It is.
I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
It is delayed, yeah. It's always going to be delayed, unfortunately. That's just kind of how it is. Oh, the door. Weird. Okay, go through the door. Yeah, unfortunately, it's just how it is.
What do we want?
Until I find a better stream.
What are we looking for?
Okay, I can't fall down. Okay, I was like, ah. What do we got?
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy.
Happy?
I actually feel happy.
Do you? Do you feel happy? Do you have to? Yeah, man, if you want, you can send, through, I don't know, you can send it to me and I'll watch it after this, after I'm done streaming, absolutely. Isn't this pretty? This is fantastic. Can I jump off the edge? Living on the edge? Oh, okay. Yeah, I can go back down. Okay, bye.
No, wait. Where are you going?
Oh. Yep, I'm out of here. Ah, it's a kid's drawing.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Should I go up the stairs? Do you have Discord? I do have Discord. Discord. Give me 1 second. I'll tell you what it is. Should I go up the stairs? Hold on. Let me find mine. Stairs are good exercise. Okay. It's my Discord, man. Alright.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Should I do it? James, should I do it? No, stream is delayed. Should I? So let me know. So if you hit yes in the comment, I'm taking a leap. Should I? Wow, my stream's very delayed. Should I? Living on the edge. What do you think, James? Should I? Should I take the jump? Doing it.
No!
Oh,
Oh,
I already did.
thank God. You lived.
As you said, no, I
You had
jumped.
me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
My leg's broken. Also, send it. No.
There. See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
You're alive. I am. Should I go and jump again? This is the question. Happy, please. Yay! Alright, I'm gonna go jump again. I'm doing it. See you later, bye.
Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go jump.
No. No, no. What do you do? Do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
Yeah, I know. That's right. I have to die to continue. Goodbye. Goodbye, cruel world.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
Sure. I'll go back one more time just for you.
Yes, perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about. I know you'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
Yes. One more time. Okay, I've got to do it one more time.
No, perhaps not.
I'm like limping now. God, I'd like... I feel like I have little blood
My
spurts.
God, is this really how much you dislike my game?
No!
That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it?
Yeah.
You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I
Oh,
reading the situation correctly?
I'm sorry, man.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask.
Oh, no.
It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all.
Yep.
Well, this one is yours.
Goodbye, cruel world.
Is it over?
It's over.
It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
No, one more time, please. I don't want him sad. Okay, he's sad though. Sorry, dude. he No, I know that's what I said. No, he's sad. All right. Oh no, he's not saying anything. Oh.
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of
Jesus
work. Can you
Christ.
verify that this is correct?
Yes.
Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
Yeah, this game did get really deep. Okay, guess we're getting cardboard boxes. Skip the bucket again, but I'll grab it later. I gotta get that other thing now.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yeah,
Perhaps
this
he
game
wanted
really
to
did
stop
get
by
deep.
the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, giddy in a way he had never known before. Was it this room? A connection between the two? Could a man love a room? I mean, truly, truly, deeply, madly love.
A room? Probably not. I can't read that.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room.
Look, God.
A room so utterly captivating
this time.
that even though
I'll
all
go
your
left. I'll go left
co-workers
next
have
time.
mysteriously
I'll go left next
vanished, here you sit, but eager to get back to business.
gotta collect the,
Stanley took the
collectible.
first open door on his left.
And I gotta see the bucket with the lever.
Stanley
too.
was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay, hold on, I gotta go down there. How do I, there's gotta be a way to go down. There's a collectible down here.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlets.
Okay,
What do you
okay,
think,
I will.
Stanley? What name better
I'll make 'em
encapsulates
happy.
the intrinsic
Like that.
sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Okay.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do,
No.
Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
Oh no.
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Everyone thinks you're very powerful. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, poor Staley. I was like, maybe if I jump on the cardboard boxes, that'd be alright. I killed myself twice now. Okay. Oh, I gotta try the bucket and the wife thing, and then... Whoa.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Jesus.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. One more time. I'm gonna click the bucket and I go to the wife thing.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
That's a lot of boxes. Oh, jeez. Oh my goodness.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered. This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
I know.
But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Well, no, never mind.
The bucket
was wrong.
Bucket was wrong.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
said the bucket.
Now.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Good,
said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Okay.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
We have to go in the blue room, too. We gotta try that, too.
In here,
said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Okay.
Now pick up the phone.
Okay. I'm picking up the phone. We have to ignore the phone, and we gotta try the red room as well. Or the blue room, rather. The blue room. They do the blue room. You gotta try not picking up the phone. I don't know. Or maybe you can...
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Hello, bucket. Hello, Stanley. This is me, your bucket. Press Y.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head. Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
But the bucket. Okay, what do I do? Oh, the bucket, yeah.
Oh, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me. It's just a bucket.
No, it's my bucket.
It can't think. It can't talk. All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's it. It doesn't do anything
I don't know, man.
else.
I'm having fun. I'm enjoying myself. It'll be over when I say it's over, dang it. Don't listen to the loud man. Press B to go home. Wait, what if I want to listen to the loud man?
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is his awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
That's why to ignore anyone in your life except me.
It's sad. I suppose he doesn't need me anymore.
No!
From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket.
No,
this
I'm
sort
sorry.
of shiny bucket. Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it.
Oh no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry the bucket has consumed my life. Believe I'm real. Don't you, Stanley? Press A to go back home. Okay.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid. Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
To relive the same day over and over. Oh my gosh.
My God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket.
I know.
Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
I know, I'm confused. Oh.
No. I'm having feelings for the bucket. No. What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks.
I know.
What's wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes. The bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation. Stanley, give me the bucket.
No,
give it to me.
mine.
Give me the bucket, Stanley. I need it. Give it to me now. Give it or I'll...
Close your eyes. I have a picture of the bucket on the wall. Go back to work, Stanley. Okay. And there was a picture of me dead on a sidewalk. I wonder if that's an ending, too. I also gotta go the normal ending without the bucket to see if I can leave. I gotta go in the blue room. I got to... bunch of stuff I can do. Oh.
The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered. This was not the correct way to the
Gotta
meeting
go in
room,
the blue room.
but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him,
Yes.
telling
Gotta
him
go
that
see
the
you in the morning. Alright, man, I'll
employee
see you later.
lounge was simply
This'll
the
be,
place to
this will
be.
be,
And here it was.
on a,
Had the bucket turned out to be correct?
this'll be a video,
was this
so
better
you'll
than
see
the
it later.
meeting? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
No.
don't go to the meeting room.
Don't
Go
go to the
somewhere
meeting
else. The cargo lift, yeah, good.
Said the bucket.
Go ahead,
Now
sit
ride the
down.
lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Gotta go down here with the bucket.
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see? There's
No
a sign
buckets
right
past
there.
this
It says, no buckets past this point. Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly.
Okay, sounds good.
So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't
Yeah, I don't know.
a
Teach me.
bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
Okay. I didn't know this was a whole different ending. Oh, okay. The bucket. Is this a bucket?
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket.
Okay.
Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket.
Okay.
Okay, let's begin.
Sounds good.
Item 1. Is this a bucket? Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket,
Oh,
not
no.
an actual bucket. Item 2. Is this a bucket? Incorrect.
It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Okay. That's definitely
Item
not a
3.
bucket.
Is this a bucket? Incorrect. This is a bucket.
Oh no! I've got them all wrong.
Item 4. Is this a bucket? What? Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one. Is this a bucket?
No.
Incorrect. This is a bucket.
I'm so confused.
Item 6. Is this a bucket? Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
Oh no.
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere. Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something. And
Fair
therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket? You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. Yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket?
You might be.
Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with.
No.
I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely. Okay, here we go. What happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket?
Everything was a bucket.
Every single thing in the game was a bucket.
It was.
Oh my God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all.
Nope,
And
you're
you,
not.
Stanley, you're still here.
I'm
You're
not a bucket either.
bucket either.
Nope.
Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay?
Sounds good.
And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that.
Okay.
Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
Sounds good. Put all the buckets back.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken.
Interesting. Interesting. Alright, I gotta go to the red and blue room. Without the bucket.
When Stanley came to a set of two open... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yes.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
And I have to
It
do
was
the other
okay.
ending without the bucket as well.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
There's so many endings.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you,
No
to show you
buckets,
something
yeah, this
beautiful.
boy.
Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler and Marines. Very soon,
Sure,
you'll
whatever
collect
that
the
is.
last one, and then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it.
Yep.
We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them. And now
We'll
we
have
have
all
them
of
all.
them. Yes.
You can't go back to when you had no Figler and Marines. None of us can.
Okay. Blue. Red. Blue. No, red. Blue. Blue. I want blue.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood.
Oh, okay.
Stanley walked through the red door.
Royal blue.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked... All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to
Yes.
find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Yes.
Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yes.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can
Okay.
give me some feedback.
Sounds good.
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something.
You were.
Where do these flashes of inspiration come from?
I don't know.
How did I know the game needed a third door?
needed a third door.
Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try.
Okay.
Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version.
Sounds
And to
good.
be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one.
Okay.
Let's take a look.
Whoa. Stanley Parable. Worldwide leaderboard. Attempted. Steps taken. Players skip to the inland signals. Only 3% of the players choose the blue door. Oh, attractors and Stanley. How long does it take you to get to the correct doors? Correct answer. Air furthest empty. Nice, I am last. Perfect. This is you. This is your superior. The dead rat is offline. Okay, I'm going back through this door.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
Let's do it.
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
No.
Perfect.
Let's
Let me
do it.
boot it up.
Okay, sounds good.
In this
Oh my
game,
God.
the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of
Yeah, well, I
course,
don't want the
the
baby to
message of the
burn.
game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective?
Okay.
Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
I want the baby to die. Okay. Baby's crying, just let it die.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely
sure.
out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here?
What are we gonna play?
Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Okay, what are we playing? Got Apex? We playing 7 days? What are we playing?
Aha!
Oh, I love
Fascinating.
this game.
What do you think this game is about, Stanley?
I've played
What's our
this game.
backstory? What is our motivation?
You guys remember this game? Firewatch?
Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep
What?
tower.
No, I'm
Perhaps for
not.
some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must
That's
be
not
it.
very nice.
What a fascinating venture into the experience
This
of
was a good
total
game. If you guys
mental
want me to replay
depravity.
this, let me know.
So far,
This
I
is
love
always a fun one.
everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Oh, it made the Minecraft noise. Oh, it even has his picture. Oh, and his wife that passed. This game actually made me really, really sad. Like, kind of actually pretty emotional. That made me kind of upset. Firewatch was such a good game. If you guys haven't played it,
No, it can't be.
beautiful out here. What a good game. Okay.
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off. Oh. Thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call.
Oh.
You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out
Crack
of the
though.
woods
I
now,
go through the
Stanley.
crack.
Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game.
No, let me
Preferably
through.
something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Oh, Firewatch. I love this
Okay,
game.
I think this will be just the thing.
Oh. Ah. I like Firewatch. Big sad. Whoa. Oh my goodness. Rocky.
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to
I
get
think
lost
I've
in
played
this
this
game,
once.
I will be phenomenally impressed.
Can I go in the middle and fall down?
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley,
Sports ball.
I think it's sports ball. Oh,
Yes.
what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together? Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Yeah, I'm fast as heck, boy. Yeah. Ooh.
Hold on. What are you doing?
Oh, I tried to get the ball. This is why we can't have nice things. Oh my goodness.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Oh. Okay. Oh, I fell. What the heck? Is this like a beta version of this game? Oh gosh, there's so many choices. Oh, there's a light down here. Oh, 427. That's me, right? Hello? Hello? Oh.
I wonder what he found. If what he
Nothing.
wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well,
Yeah.
perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the
Yeah.
confusion.
Right.
That's who I am.
Yeah.
That is what I mean to this world.
Okay.
Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way.
Okay.
Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
I am so confused. I just tried to follow the ball, man. The sequel is now paused. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. We are gonna pause it. So I'm gonna go grab something to eat, probably use the bathroom, and then I'm gonna continue streaming for like another hour or so, maybe an hour and a half. And you know, just because this stream's gone on forever. And yeah, that's gonna do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been almost 3 hours, and I'm gonna take a break real quick, grab something to eat, and I'll be back. Thank you guys so much.